Hello, everyone. Today we're going to be chatting about the Pickleball Apes Pulse S series. In particular, the hybrid shape. Shout out to Pickleball Apes for sending us this, along with sending us some of the other shapes in the future to try out as well. We did only get the hybrid shape here at DDOG Pickleball, so that is the paddle I exclusively will be talking about in this review. With that being said, there will also be an elongated version and a wide body version. So be sure to check those out. Pickleball Apes is really the past year or so been doing a lot of R&D and really put a lot of time into the Pulse series paddles. Um, First initial thoughts were love the colors. Again, going to show it here for the colors. Um, Especially because purple is our favorite color personally over here at D-Dog Pickleball. We love the kind of purple pink gradient, and it reminds us a lot of their first line of paddles, the Proline Energy and the Proline Energy S, this being the Proline Energy S shape. But they certainly play a lot better than those paddles. So let's dive in here real quick. First off, discount code DDOG Pickleball. This time it's going to all be one word. DDOGP is capitalized, and then the rest of the word pickleball lowercase. I put this in the discount sheet as well for sure. If you guys haven't seen the discount code sheet yet, what you can do is you can click our Linktree either on the YouTube channel or on our Instagram in both bios, and it'll take you to the Google Docs as well as a variety of other things like our website to check out the codes and to basically figure out which one works for what retailer or what website. So our code for Pickleball Apes doesn't have the underscore in it. This is what some websites do off of how they use their affiliates. So I just wanted to explain that real quick. As always, it gives us a kickback. It's what let us do this wonderful business of reviewing paddles for everybody. I know I love doing it. Jim loves doing it. We love being able to help provide this information to the public space. So with that being said, please do use the code. It helps us a lot. So thank you on that front. With that being said, let's dive into this paddle. So a little bit about the paddle. It is 16 millimeters. To my knowledge, all of the lines are 16 millimeter and only coming in 16 millimeter. I did not see options for lower or higher millimeter. It is the aramid weave again, so the carbon fiber and the Kevlar weave. Only this time, they've done some additional things to the core. They've added an additional kind of, I'm calling it like a foam half ring kind of around the paddle, kind of like this, if you could see the inside on the edges. And it's really made this paddle into what I would consider a great all-court paddle. I know some other reviewers are saying these are more control paddles. Certainly not the hybrid shape. This thing is very much all court, almost leaning power, but not quite power. I actually think this is more closer to the Gen 3s than I would the kind of control paddles or the Gen 1 paddles. So, with that being said, the power is good, the pop is good, the all-around playability is great. I feel like I can dink, I feel like I can reset, I feel like I can really hit the ball and I can really deflect the ball well, especially at the kitchen line, which to me is a very important thing. Pop and deflection are important, as well as having kind of that all-court playability. If I were to classify myself, I would say that I'm an all-court paddle type of person. I don't want a true like this paddle's only power, or I don't think I'm past the days of this paddle's only control. I still could play a control paddle fine, and I think more people should play control paddles than not. But I think this sits firmly in the all-court category, and I'm a very big fan of this paddle. A couple other things: handle big enough for two-handed backhands. Example here, two-handed backhand. Okay. Yep. So with that being said, I believe it's either 5.5 or 5.75. I actually didn't ask when I was getting the tech specs from them. I forgot to. I should have. And I didn't measure, but it's about that. A couple of things in addition to the paddle. It comes in right around 8 ounces, about 7.9 to 8.1 ounces. Mine came in just under 8 ounces. What I did just to get the weight up, since I like it I like at least to be above 8 ounces stock weight, no matter what the swing weight is. I added some lead to the bottom corners. I did lead on the, sorry, tungsten to the bottom corners. I did it on the top as well originally. I then just ended up cutting it in half and putting it down on the bottoms as well. And I find this is where this paddle really shines. It hits hard enough that you don't really need any lead on the top right now, at least for me personally. And I find these spots really open it up. They help open up the sweet spot a little more. Not that it's a small sweet spot, it's a good sweet spot, but you can always have a better sweet spot on a paddle, is kind of how I look at it. And they really just allow the paddle to do what you want it to do, which is be an all court playable paddle. So, with that being said, I believe the Apes is either going to be somewhere in that kind of $150 to $200 MSRP price range. And I think that's a good spot for it in today's market. With the discount code, I believe it's either 10 or 15% you're saving. So that's also pretty good in today's market as well. And yeah, overall, I'm a huge fan. I've had the paddle for about 2-ish weeks now. And I'm looking forward to getting more time on it. I will certainly update you guys like I have with some of my previous reviews in the comments. Um, at the moment, this is currently my main, the Pulse S. Mixed doubles and mixed men's doubles at the moment. So I will let you guys know again as well through the podcast if that changes. I'm sure it will because we review a lot of paddles here. But I have been absolutely loving the Pulse S. It's my favorite paddle of the year so far. It's my favorite paddle on the market so far. Overall, I hope you guys check it out. And as always, be sure to follow, like, and subscribe to us. All right. Thank you.